What's up, good people? How you doing? How you doing, good people? Hey, it's good to be back. It's good to be back. I'm struggling a little bit with my voice, but it's okay. We all good. We all good, right? Didn't get much sleep last night, that's all. Tomorrow we got the jobs data that's coming out. Job numbers are coming out, right? I'm going to get right to this. We will be done before closing bell. I decided to go live today, okay? I know I look like a priest, right? I'm praying for your finances, all right? Hey, before we get started, somebody said, you look like a priest. Go and sin no more, all right? So here we go. Let's take a look at what's going on. All right, as we can see, the Dow, S&P, everything is pretty flat. Everything is pretty flat today. We know that the job numbers are coming tomorrow. Hey, what's up, good family? Hey, what's up, good people? What's up, good people? Yes. Hola. Hey, so listen, before we get started, let's get right to it. We all know that Moomoo, 15 free stocks, top link below. That's the second link below. More importantly, Stock Up U. You guys have been downloading Stock Up University. Every Monday, we've been releasing a new class. All right, let's get it. I decided to extend the discount. As we could see, myself with basics. We got Josh with a whole chapter on charting. Keenan, whole chapter on options. We got guests like Stock Curry, and we got dividend investing. All right. Wanted to get that out of the way. So there is always a bull market somewhere. I always say there's a bull market somewhere, right? Let's look at this year to date. I just pulled up some of the stock that are performing well. Look at these numbers. This is, as we can see, year to date. Look at that. Nvidia is up 89%, Tesla 71%, EVgo 59%, and Bitcoin is almost 69% in this bear market, right? This is the trickiest market ever because there's bull traps. There's bear market bounces and there's bull traps, right? You trade depending on what you feel. I've been consistently vocal on what I think. Hey, good morning. Now, tomorrow is going to be an interesting day because we have the job reports, right? And the job data is going to come out tomorrow, but the stock market will be closed. So we won't know how the market is going to react until over the weekend and until Monday. To me, that's high risk on a swing trade or a day trade. It's high risk. So you better know what you're doing if you're trying to make money based on these jobs numbers. The question is things going to be like it was before? Is good news going to be bad news for the market, or is bad news with the job numbers going to be good news for the market? Let's look at this, all right? So I pulled this up. I'm gonna answer a few questions. Hey, I pulled this up. S&P inches higher Thursday today. All right. Stocks try to wrap up its short trading week on a high note. All right. So we have about 10 more minutes left before closing bell. But let's scroll down here over the past few months. Where is that? Right here. You see here? Let's read this together if I got a voice. Let me blow this up a little bit. So, as we can see, jobless claims data lends credence to, there we go. Jobless claims data lends credence to the idea that the Fed rate hikes are beginning to cool down the labor market and slow down the economy, right? So that's what it looks like, all right? Said Chris, whoever this guy is, he's the CEO at Independent Advisors Alliance, right? The odds are much higher that it will cause a recession, all right? That it will cause a recession. Just the odds, all right? And here's what's scary. and even a significant recession than most people are currently willing to believe, right? You can believe that if not, right? So I believe myself that this recession won't be as deep, it won't be as wide, and it won't be as long as 2008. There is some good news in bad news, meaning there's going to be opportunities for us to buy some stock, buy some good stock that we are underweight on. Let me cut this down a little bit. Test. All right, I was a little hot, y'all. I'm sorry. All right. So that's what I wanted to kind of show you guys. Let's see here. Where are we right now? Yeah, we're pretty flat. As you can see, we're pretty flat going into close, pretty flat. But you got the S&P still holding at 41. S&P still holding strong, right? So higher rates have affected the market. The question is, what's going to happen with the jobs, right? So here's the question. Is the job data that we've been getting, is it even correct? Because just think about this, good people. My wife worked in the hotel industry, right? So you got travel and leisure. They had to lay off half of their workforce. The company she worked for at one time employed 14,000 employees, right? So when COVID hit, they had to lay off, right? Now, none of them fully restaffed to where they were before we got hit with COVID. So now the hiring is just hiring back in those industries, especially. Is that really job creation? No, none of them. How many of you guys have stayed in a hotel anytime recent? You guys know I do a lot of travel, right? And what do they say? You can't call in and get food delivered. A lot of these hotels tell you they're not cleaning your bed unless you ask for it. Why? They are understaffed. So are the job data really correct? Then the biggest layoffs are in tech, right? Tech is the ones that's laying off. Those numbers are skewed because tech did a huge hiring after COVID and now they're laying off. But here's where the rubber hits the road. When travel and leisure starts laying off and when small businesses start laying off in a high interest rate environment with tightening credit. Who needs credit the most? Small businesses. Who employ the most people? Small businesses. So we really have to pay attention to what they're not telling us with these fraudulent job numbers. And we also know that politics play a part of it. It doesn't matter who's in office, right? It happened under Trump, and right now I believe that is happening under Biden. And I believe it's worse right now under Biden. I'm just telling you guys the truth. I'm independent. These numbers that they're giving us are not correct. I don't care if I stand alone. I'm going to look you in the lens and tell you the truth. And then they will come eventually with the real numbers when we have another major leg down. The banking situation is not over. There's another shoe to drop, and then reality will hit. Then they will come out, and then they will say, by the way, we're in a recession, and it started last year, right? That's what I wanted to tell you guys in a nutshell. I wanted to get it all out, so I'm not ignoring you guys, but I got to tell you guys the truth. Now, here's the opportunities. Here's the opportunities, good people. The opportunity is that what you want to do is now balance the boat, right? There was some stock that I wanted to be in that I was not, I didn't have enough of. I was overweight in other stock, and I wanted more of blue chip companies. Now, be careful, because the time to load up is not before the next leg runs down. So when you're picking even your blue chip companies, you got to make sure they have cash. You got to make sure they have a working cash, right? And not just accounts payable. I'm trying to think of the correct word when you read the balance sheet. I'm just trying to hit you guys with as much as I can before closing bell, right? And we have to look at the PE ratios. So I would say if you pick a company, look at other companies in the same sector that do the same thing and look at the PE ratio. If the PE ratio is significantly high during a real recession, those are the ones that get hit the most, and those are the ones that have a potential to drop the most, right? All right, good people. Hey, what's up? Take profits, take profits. Cash flow. Yes, cash flow. Yeah, we need banks. We need banks, and we need small banks. We need regional banks because regional banks are the ones that fund small businesses. You guys, anybody out there that had a business during COVID, you could not go to the big banks, the Chases, if you were a small business and get part of the PPP loans. They were only giving that money to the big businesses. You had to go to the community banks and the regional banks if you were a small business to get a piece, the end tail of the PPP loans or a SBA, a small business loan, right? And these are the facts, and it is the pulse of America. Small businesses and small banks. It really is. Now, we don't need 10,000 of them. We don't need 10,000 regional banks. I agree with that, but we cannot get rid of the middle. If we squeeze the middle, eventually it'll be the rich and the poor. We're heading that way. Look at Venezuela. Look at some of the other countries that have imploded. Money's worth trash, right? And I know that Russia, we'll talk about that at another time, and China and some of Africa are just trying to do away with the American dollar. Shame on us, because we did it to ourselves in the 70s. That's a whole nother video, right? So I'm going to answer a few more. We're at 12 minutes. Free cash flow. Yep, cash up. Right. Yes, regional banks did. Regional banks and community banks, they're the ones that fund small businesses. Now, but they need to be regulated. They need to be able to cover deposits. That is a bare minimum. That is a bare minimum. Oh, I'm out of that play. I've been out of that play. Let's see what, I'm going to cut this up because I want to see what closing bell is going to be. We might as well go into closing bell. What we got, 2 minutes. I might as well we got 2 minutes. I might as well talk until closing bell, good people. Let me just check it right quick and test it.
Yields coming back down a little bit. People think it automatically.
Yep, there we go. Hey, Mommy Trader, what you talking about? We like regional banks for real estate. Absolutely, Mommy Trader. Great. That is a great comment. If you're in the real estate, you need regional banks. We like regional banks, right? I think you're talking about oil. Here's what I'm going to tell you about oil. I think the flight to safety, which is what happens in environments like this, I believe that the two winners will be energy or oil and healthcare. Those are the two that I think will fare well. Now, be careful on the way down. That doesn't mean run and buy them now. Sometimes those don't do well on the way down, but they do better when the quote unquote recession starts. So I wouldn't just go all in. Even in that, I would DCA. And that doesn't mean every day or every week. Just split your money up into 4 and DCA according to what you feel, right? So I believe that oil is going to go up. Absolutely. I'm buying some more oil. I believe it's going to run up. And I think healthcare is going to do well, right? That's a good question. 20 to 25% is considered to be good, okay? But, depending on how much cash, you can go lower than that, All right, good people, we're going to end right here in the closing bell.
Times when the market was closed on Good Friday and the jobs number. The Monday has been slightly more volatile than usual, but not necessarily negative.
Going to be an interesting report in the morning. Hot number, you have to believe, is undeniably bad. Is a weak number good or bad? We're going to find out. We're going to go out while the Dow's fighting for positive territory. Right now showing a little bit of a gain. NASDAQ is the big winner today. Morgan Brennan picks up the story right now in OT.
The action is just getting started. Welcome to Closing Bell Overtime.
As you can see, it closed flat. Remember, good people, that tomorrow the market will be closed, but the job report will be coming out, but the market will be closed. If they're airing it, I'm going to try. I can't promise. I'm going to try to go live with the job report, but you won't see any market reaction because the market is going to be closed because of Good Friday. All right, good people, remember that. And then we have CPI coming again. CPI is coming again. All right. There we go. That's it. 20 to 25%. Yep, that is correct. Those of you that have taken the class, you guys are learning all about this. We'll be talking about the C3 and all of the AI stock and the chat GPT. We'll be talking about all of that. All right, good people. All right, I'm going to leave it right there. On close, make sure that you learn. Learn now. Learn more or earn more. You will learn something from this class. Take the class. I decided to hold the price to where it is. We're not going up. We're going to hold it for a few more days, or we're going to hold it for a little while longer. A lot of you guys have been asking. You're trying to get your little funds up. But everybody that has taken the class have given it rave reviews. You're not going to beat it for the price. Stock Up University, top link below. And in closing, make sure you download Amumu and get up to 15 free stock depending on your deposit amount. I love you guys, and I'm going to keep you informed. Hey, be kind, rewind, do it again. Live, love, laugh, learn, and earn. Check out those links.